Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for you to be back for day 4 of our 5-day challenge. If this is something you haven't heard about and you don't know what I'm talking about, this is day 4 of a 5-day challenge where we are manifesting our dream life. So it goes from obviously day 1, which is an introduction to manifesting. Then we work on obstacles in the way of our goals. Then we work on faith, which is basically the key factor in achieving your goals, believing that they are going to happen or going to come to fruition. And today is day 4, which is the 90-day letter. So if you haven't watched those other videos, I do encourage you to go and start that 5-day challenge now. Meditations obviously as well are part of it. So you will also have an opportunity to engage in a little bit of a meditation challenge as well, or practice. So let's get to it. Before we get started, I will encourage you, if you haven't already, to like this video, to hit subscribe and join my YouTube family. 2022 is going to be full of so much more than last year. Not only fashion, manifesting, yoga, but lifestyle, vlogging, travel, all of the things that I am passionate about, I will be sharing with you guys. And I know you guys have the exact same passions as me. So if you haven't, I do encourage you to click that lovely little button down below, and we're gonna get straight into it. So today, day 4, is the 90-day letter. So before we get started on even what is the 90-day letter, this is all about what you want to attract into your life. And before we focus on what we want to attract into our life, I would like you to grab your journal. I know you will have it if you're practicing within the challenge. Grab your journal. We're gonna need the journal throughout our class. I have mine here. And you're gonna write down, first of all the things that you are grateful for already, all the things that you already have in your life. Before we start to try to make space for all of the new things and the new dreams and goals, I want you first to come from a place of abundance, which, as we've learned already, is so important when you are trying to manifest all of those things that you believe you are worthy of in your life. First, it is important to write down what you're grateful for. Even if it's only one sentence, don't continue watching the video. I want you to press pause and I want you to write down at least one thing that you are grateful to have in your life already. Once you have done that, we're going to get into the 90-day letter. So what is the 90-day letter? The 90-day letter is a way in which we can break down big goals and big dreams into bite-sized pieces so that they're not so overwhelming, so they don't seem so far away. And they basically include kind of like mini sprints in achieving micro goals so that we can eventually join the marathon or partake in the marathon toward our dream life while we're in those mini sprints. So the mini sprints are obviously part of the marathon. The micro goals are obviously a stepping stone and a way to work your way toward the big goal. So obviously first, it's important, before we get started on the 90-day letter, to know what your big goal is. So if you don't know what that is, but I'm sure all of you guys who are watching this video already know what your biggest goals or your dream life is, because you've been engaging in this 5-day challenge, which is all about manifesting your dream life. But it can be really helpful to know what they are, and a vision board can be super helpful in preparing yourself for the bigger picture. I don't already have this on my channel, I'm sorry, but I will be creating it next week. I'm going to be creating a video on how to create a vision board, because a lot of people don't know where to start, and I will run through step by step on how I do it personally. And the 90-day letter is a really good way to break down those bigger goals on your vision board into those micro goals or stepping stones. So what is a 90-day letter? Come on, Molly, get to the point. Basically, a 90-day letter is a letter from your future self to your current self, your higher self to your current self. So we are going to basically write a letter that we imagine ourselves 90 days from now, all of the goals that we have achieved. So first off, we're going to write down, and I'm going to put these in the description box below. You can copy and paste these, or I do encourage you, I want you to write all of this in your journal. It is scientifically proven that when you write things down, that it is so much more absorbed into your brain, your body, your nervous system, everything. So please do try to write as much as you can rather than type. So I'm going to give you prompts to break down what it is that we actually want to achieve in the 90 days. Then once we've done that, we're going to come to the 90-day letter, and I'm going to show you an example of what I have written. It's not my 90-day letter, I have written my own personal one, but this is kind of an example for you so that you can get the idea of what to write in your 90-day letter. So let's get into the prompts. So like I said, you want to write this down, but I will have it in the description box below so that you can copy and paste if you don't feel like pausing and stopping, etc. So the first question that I want you to ask yourself before we even get to the letter is, what's the one thing I want to achieve at work? So we're going to start with work, and I want you to write down one goal that you have personally at work that you are in control of. It's not dependent on somebody else. That is super important when you're trying to achieve goals. Obviously other people can offer obstacles, but at the end of the day, achieving your goals is down to you and the choices you make and what you show up for. So what is the one thing you want to achieve at work? Number 2, relationships. So are there relationships in your life that you are lacking in, that you should give more effort to? Does one jump out at you straight away? Is it just a general thing that you'd like to offer more time to your friends? Number 3, your lifestyle. So areas that need improvement, whether it's health, fitness, screen time on your phone, reading, basically the habits that make up your life and your lifestyle. What are they currently? And are there any that you'd like to add in? Are there any that aren't serving you and that you'd like to get rid of? Just jot that down. Number 4, how much would you like to increase your salary by? So this could be completely out of your control, but if it is something that you want, I want you to write it down anyway, because you have no idea what miracles the universe can send you when you put it out there, when you write it down. And this is really important because for me, there are things that are in my goals or in my 90-day letter that I have really actually no idea how I'm going to achieve them. Like, no idea. They seem so out of reach. They seem almost impossible. But I know that I believe in miracles. I believe that insane things happen in the world. Things align and miraculously develop so that you can achieve the goals and the dreams that will create your dream life. So I want you to write it down. It doesn't matter if you don't know how to get it. I just want you to write it down. Number 5 is one project to complete in the next 90 days. So that can be work, it can be anything really. Maybe you're taking up art or something, language on Duolingo, and you want to get that 90-day streak, whatever it is, write it down. Number 6 is the perfect day. So within our letter, now I just want you to write that down, your perfect day, and we'll get back to that in the letter. But basically in your letter, one of your paragraphs will be describing your perfect day. So I get up, I have my coffee, I have some time to read or to flick through a magazine, I have some time to meditate, whatever it is, I go work out, I blah, 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 blah. So whatever your perfect day is, you're gonna be writing that in your letter to yourself. Number 7 is, what are you desiring more of in your life? So is it more time with friends? Is it more freedom financially? More time in nature? Again, I don't want you to focus too much on the how. I just want you to write it down, okay? And again, like financial freedom, you don't know what could happen. Like, you could get an inheritance of 100,000 euro. You could be inspired to save. You could be inspired to sell some of your stuff on Depop. All of these little things are ways of creating more money for yourself, and it might not be the obvious way of getting a massive pay increase at work, but there are things out there that will be thrown at you by the universe, I promise, if you just write it down. And then the last prompt, number 8, is, how do you want to feel? So do you want to feel more energized? Do you want to feel more at peace, happy, connected to yourself, to people in your life? Whatever it is, I want you to write down how you want to feel. So now that we're getting to the 90-day letter, I want us first as well to remember there is a theme that I want you to connect with each of these prompts in your letter. Is I want you to come back to how you feel. So after everything that you write down in your letter, whether it is, I am so proud that in the 90 days you achieved your dream job, or you got your dream promotion, or you saved €1,000, because that makes me feel. So I want you to focus on how you feel, and I want you to be in the 90-day letter as descriptive as possible. So that is really important, that if, let's say, you are describing you're on an apartment hunt currently, and you're wanting to find your dream apartment, I want you to describe it. I'm so happy that I have found my dream apartment. I'm so happy that we have the space that we need, that we have a walk-in closet, that it's exactly what I envisaged. We have our beautiful view out of our balcony. It is in our price range, and that makes me feel so at home. I feel warm and comforted when I'm there. It makes me feel at peace. I feel energized when I'm there. I have the space to be more creative and to focus more on work. Whatever it is, I want you to follow everything in your letter with how it makes you feel, because really, if you don't focus on how the feeling that you want, it just doesn't have the same gravity. It doesn't make you as inspired or motivated if it's the fact that you want to work out 4 times a week. Writing in your letter, I'm so proud that you worked out 4 times a week every month for the last 3 months, doesn't have the same gravity or importance as I'm so glad you did that, because you feel strong, you feel motivated, you feel inspired, you feel at peace in your body, you're stronger than you ever thought you were. Those are the things that matter, and you probably won't stick to the goals or the little micro goals if you don't focus on how you want to feel because of those goals. So you're going to pretend that it's 90 days from now in this letter, and you're going to be writing down how proud you are of the things that you've achieved, where you are in your life, how they make you feel, and we're going to really get into the energy and the energetic wavelength of how it's going to be when you've stuck to the processes, when you've held yourself accountable, when you've showed up for your goals, and we're going to write it all down as if all of these little micro goals have been achieved. So I'm going to read out a little bit of the example letter that I have written, which I'll put here and just scroll through. I'll try and zoom in on it. Like I said, studies have shown that when you write something down, it is so much more likely to come into fruition. So when I write this 90-day letter for myself, it is so vivid in my mind. I am super descriptive, and it means that it's almost like I'm just stepping into this picture of my life. It is so clear to me that this is where I'm going. I have direction, I have purpose, and I know exactly what I want or have to do in order to get there. So let's get started. And I'm just going to read it out so that this is the last part of the video, so that you can just get that example and get motivated, inspired to straight away get into writing your 90-day letter. So first of all, I have the date, super important, at the top, then your address. Now that can be your current address or somewhere you really want to live. And it doesn't matter if that is not achievable in the next 90 days. I still want you to write your dream address there, whether it's down the road, whether it's in a new country, write it down. Dear Molly, I love that your morning routine is still going strong, and that the combination of meditation, movement, journaling and handstanding gives you such focus for the day and has overall improved the quality of your life. You are feeling so grateful for dedicating the time to the practice and love how at peace it makes you feel. Your daily routine really is the one you've always dreamed of. Coffee in your beautiful home with Connor, on the balcony most days in the sun, off to your run along the river, followed by meditation and handstanding. Breakfast while FaceTiming Alice, my sister, and my mom. After your shower, you are straight into content creation for your contracts with, and then I have brands that I really want to work with. You meet Connor for lunch and grab a photo for social media, then back to film your YouTube fashion video. You have booked into host for a date night this evening with Connor to celebrate achieving all of your goals in the 90-day letter. Enjoy. You are feeling so grateful that you believed in your goals and you made them a reality. Now get writing your next 90-day letter. Here's to more health, happiness, and success. P.S. Well done for fully booking your June retreat 2022. Yours sincerely, Molly. So that is an example of a 90-day letter that I have written to myself, and as you can see, I wrote from my future self to my current self. I included all of the goals that I wanted to achieve. I described them, I said how they made me feel, and I wrote them in the present tense as if they had already happened. I want you to do that, print it out, and have it on hand. Read it every single morning. Every day I want you to read it. I want you to have it accessible and part of your daily routine. It really only takes like a maximum 2 minutes to read a letter to yourself, and it will just again solidify the desire, the intention, and it will set you up to take action on your goals. So 90-day letter, that is it. I hope I've explained it well. I am so excited for you to get started, and I would love if you would share your goals in the comment box below. Tomorrow's video is a manifesting practice, so it is basically a short little practice that you can come back to, and you can, if you are uncomfortable manifesting yourself, practice with me until you are confident enough to do it on your own. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, please press the subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next week for some more fun videos. Chat to you soon.